What is going on, Adventure Nation? We are not quite done with the Dempster Highway yet, but we're getting closer. This is the motorhome experiment. Today was mostly a work day, so we've been hanging out at the RV and just trying to get work done, but we decided to come out and get an Eskimo donut. La la! I have no idea what's in an Eskimo donut. Do you know what's in the Eskimo donut? It looks delicious.
It's actually called a piece of tail.
The girl asked me if I wanted a piece of tail.
It says Eskimo donut with caramel sauce, chocolate sauce, and whipped cream. That's the only thing it says. But it's a thing that they have here because we're not willing to try the reindeer chili.
Yeah. Yeah, they have all kinds of authentic dishes here in town. You can get muktuk, which is basically whale blubber and skin. You can get reindeer. You can get muskox.
Dry fish,
you can
smoked fish.
Yeah, of course, doesn't work for us. But if you are an adventurous eater and you eat meat, then they've got all kinds of crazy stuff for you guys to try.
Yeah, they have caribou. They have reindeer.
Yeah.
They have like so much stuff.
Yeah. The muktuk, they say you can eat it raw, which to me just sounds completely disgusting. I wouldn't have eaten that before I was a vegetarian. And then you can also eat it cooked, but it's literally just whale fat.
It's not cooked, it's dry.
Okay, that's just disgusting.
It's just dry, like air dry.
Okay, let's try the reindeer.
The reindeer.
The
Eskimo donut.
The Eskimo donut. Okay, the Eskimo donut. So good.
Very sweet. Like a funnel cake.
Very much like a funnel cake or like an elephant ear that you would find at the fairs and stuff, only this one a little bit better. Good stuff. Are you done?
I'm done.
The rest is all mine. This little restaurant we came to is called Alistein's, and you can see that's the campground across the street. Freya's over there. Man, she's dirty. But this is like a little rooftop area, and they have a downstairs as well.
Yeah, when we came here, it was full.
It was full.
Now, nobody.
And then you come over and you pay over there. Good morning, everybody. Time to leave Inuvik.
It is time.
Inuvik or Inuvik? It's Inuvik, I think, is what we found out.
Well, the spelling is Inuvik, but I think this local toast is Inuvik.
Inuvik.
I don't know. Anyway,
that just sounded the exact same to me.
Inuvik.
Inuvik.
Anyway, we're leaving.
This place. That's spelled I-N-U-V-I-K.
There's only one campground here in the area. There's no campground in Tuck, just here in Inuvik. And they have dump station. They have a place where you can refill your water. And some of the sites have actually electric. But most of them, not all of them, but most of them are share sites. So just, you can make friends, I guess, while you're in your site.
Yeah, you can make friends. We have a single site here.
Ours is unserviced, and our unserviced campsite costs $26. That's with taxes and everything, and that's Canadian dollars. The ones with the, I don't know, how much was it? The one with the electric.
I don't know either. It's like 28 bucks.
This is literally the only thing we could get when we got here. But there's so much rotation of RVs, like you can just get here without reservations because for everybody's like a 1-2 night stay only. So you will find a spot here for sure if you come early enough.
And I will say that the temperature has dropped about 30 degrees overnight.
Yesterday we were in t-shirts and shorts.
Yeah, it was 70s yesterday, and today it's supposed to make, well, right now it's in the 40s, but it's supposed to make 50s.
Right now it's low 40s, feels like 39, he says.
Yeah. So let's get on down the road, and we're gonna make a few stops along the way down the Dempster Highway because we blasted up here, but we scouted some stuff on the way down, so we'll scout them on the way. Yes. Cool, let's do it. What you will find up here, oh, by the way, we're just kind of touring around downtown Inuvik, but what you will find up here is that there's not a lot of signage to get you into the right places. Mm-hmm. So this, for example, is their gift shop.
Or one of.
That's like the local gift shop for what's called the IRC, and
or one of the local gift shops.
One of the local gift shops.
Highly recommended. Stop at the visitor center and they will guide you where to go for what.
Right, the visitor center gives you a big list of different places and buildings and addresses and things like that so that you know exactly where you're going, because it's not really apparent just by the outside of some of the buildings. So
Yeah, and this is Inuvik. Tuck is even worse. There's not even signage. It's just buildings.
It's just buildings, yes. All right, we gotta roll. It's chilly. Holy smokes. All right, we've got our gifts from Inuvik. We've been up to Tuck. We've swam in the Arctic Ocean. Time to head back down the Dempster.
Yeah.
And roll out of town. The weather is not looking good. If the Dempster gets really wet, it's going to be a nightmare. So we're hoping it's just wet enough to keep the dust down. But we'll see. It was an amazing experience, and we'll talk about that more. Are you ready to hit the Dempster?
Yes, I'm ready to go back.
Let's do it. I know we talked about this road on the way in, but I haven't wanted to get off of a paved road and onto a dirt road as much as in the last 3 to 5 miles as this one. It is just ridiculous.
Yeah, the dirt road is better than the paved road. And before we continue, it's like, I just want to point out that it was like super cute. If you see the license plate of the person in front of us, it's actually a polar bear. That's their license plate.
Yes, they are shaped like a polar bear. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. Yeah.
I think that's good.
That's kind of cool. And a quick side note, I don't know if anybody knows this. I thought this road was the ice road in the winter, the road we drove to Tuck, and it's actually not. From Tuck, they would drive out onto the Arctic Ocean. They carved a road down the coast of the ocean and then up the Mackenzie River in certain areas. That was the ice road. The ice road was actually on the ocean and on the rivers. Just absolutely incredible.
That's how cold it gets.
Gets a little nippy up here in the winter. But the guy told us, oh, only like minus 30 or something.
Yeah, it doesn't get as bad as before. It's like just minus 20, minus 30. That's about it.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Okay, Dempster, we're ready for you this time. All right, we have made it back down to the first ferry at Sigetchik, and this is going to be interesting to see whether we can get on or off the ferry because it's going to be muddy as hell. And so,
and the first time that we crossed the opposite way, it was dry that day, sunny and dry, and we still have a hard time. So right now that it's raining and muddy and slippery,
yeah,
it's gonna be very interesting.
This is going to be interesting. How you doing, boss?
Not too bad. How are you?
Good, man. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, this doesn't look as bad today.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Keep her straight. Don't look.
So getting on the ferry this time was actually easier than getting off it the last time. This was actually really smooth getting on. Why they don't have cement pads so that, but it's the north and everything's different up here. Made it across the ferry, no problem at all. It was actually easier today in the pouring rain and muck and everything than it was the other day when it was dry.
Surprisingly.
Good to go. Let's see if the small one, a few miles down the road, is the same result. We'll see.
Crossing my fingers.
Yeah.
It is.
And here we are back at the ferry crossing here at Fort McPherson.
This is a smaller ferry,
This is a much smaller ferry, yes. And this was pretty muddy the last time, so it'll be interesting to see how this one goes.
And now we don't have an 18-wheeler to test it before us.
No, but I'm gonna watch what's happening here. That wasn't too hard getting on the ferry either, but did I have the camera on? No.
Are you gonna have it now?
I think that I should ask the guy if I can back off and then come back on again, just so I can show you guys. That ain't gonna happen. Again, this ferry, much smaller than the other one. It's us and one other pickup truck on here, and they could have maybe fit another car on that side, but this one's actually pulled across on a cable. after the second ferry crossing, I will say that we are out of the worst of it. Now it's just hard-packed mud, rainy, nasty road for, I don't know, 400 kilometers? No, 400 kilometers? 500? No, it's longer than that. I don't know. It's a long way.
But
dirt road.
Out of the worst thing, that's what matters. I mean, now we feel a lot better because we're out of it.
Yeah,
and
now it's just playing in the mud.
Now we can do 70, 80.
That ain't gonna happen. So now that we're across here, where are we staying, Lorena?
Between here and there somewhere. We're not sure where.
So we're definitely gonna stay somewhere.
Yes.
All right, got it. I will get us there safely. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about.
Woohoo! Score.
So if we can get turned around, and then park right here, right? Like with the big windows out that way?
Or angle, big windows that way and the front windshield.
All right. While we're getting level, let's show them our home for the night.
Yeah, it's not really this. The gravel hill.
Well, no, it's still kind of cool though. But what really sold it
over there
is this here.
Like the valley, this area over here. So I think it's a great area to try to spot bears. I don't know if you think the same way, but hopefully we can see something.
From a distance, it's a good place to see bears.
You have mud everywhere.
Oh, I'm sure I have mud everywhere. I wanted to match the car. I'll show you guys some of that here in just a second. We've definitely gotten a mud bath. We'll show you Ferry here in a second. Uh-oh, we might not be level. We might have to move forward a little bit. After a rainy day on the Dempster, this is how old Freya looks.
You have to show him the back though.
And then this is the back here. Those are bikes underneath that pile of mud there. This is the dolly. That's how thick the mud is there. The wiring's all toast there. And then there's this over here. This is awesome. Lori's car, you can see the plate. That's how you can recognize her car, by the plate number. Looking good. Looking good. Lori, you're gonna have fun cleaning that window.
Me? This was your idea, not my idea. Have fun cleaning that window, Paul.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning, morning.
We woke up on the Dempster Highway, or we drove down off this little pullout, I guess. On the Dempster Highway, we're just shy of the Arctic Circle. We did not see any wildlife here last night. We were hoping with this beautiful view we would see wildlife, but nothing.
Zero wildlife, and I mean beautiful views, don't get me wrong. Beautiful scenery, just not even a squirrel.
Yeah, not even a squirrel here. I'm gonna show you guys out the window here. Check this out. That was our view out the window. And as you can see, today, a little overcast. Time to get down the road, Lorena.
Time to get on the road.
Let's do this. Go ahead.
So we're ready to go, and we're gonna be rolling very slow today because it's muddy and a little bit slippery, isn't it?
Yeah, there were certain sections of the road where even this coach, as heavy as these are, we were sideways. So
not like totally sideways, but just a little bit kind of.
Yeah, like a 20-degree angle. Just a little bit.
You make it sound very dramatic. Like we were totally.
We were drifting. Well, no, but I mean, that's one of those situations where people might freak out and overcorrect and lose it.
Also depends where you're from, right? It's like people that are used to driving in snow, like you guys know what he's talking about, that it just drifts a little bit, but then you gain control. It's kind of like that situation. You know, people that were not used to that is like, yeah, it might get a little bit, I don't know, gets your adrenaline up there.
So what happens is when there's not enough gravel in certain spots and the road is is open. It's like on a more slick surface, it gets like that. So there are sections like that. As long as there's gravel, it's good. But yeah, it was. I was surprised a couple of times when it broke loose and was a little wild in the back end. It's kind of fun.
I will not call it fun. It's just an experience. Let's call it that way.
Yeah, like this road we're about to go onto now. This is probably going to be slippery, I would think.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we can report back that it's not. Goodbye, Grizzlies, wherever you are.
Okay, Lori and I are up here at the Arctic Circle, and these guys wanted to prove to their wives that they were actually here. So we just met these guys. They're really making me feel like a because I'm driving that, and these guys are on motorcycles. But they are all pretty much all from the Seattle area, guys.
Yeah.
Who are you, and where are you from?
I'm Mike Crawford from Cle Elum, Washington, Central Washington.
Randy Pop from Maple Valley, Washington. I'm the better Pop half, Dan Pop from Redmond, Washington.
Randy Hyatt, Natchez, Mount Rainier area, Washington.
Rick Davis, Portland, Oregon.
These guys are rock stars. It's nasty today. It's been raining for the past 2 or 3 days. They've made it to the Arctic Circle, which is more than most people on motorcycles can say, or most people anywhere can say. So very, very cool. Congratulations, guys. Good on you.
Thank you.
Got his best side.
Traveled years ago.
You gotta wash where you can.
Over there, right?
Yep. Got that.
This is the only wildlife we've seen on the Dempster Highway. Is this guy here? He's watching us. We're actually filming a quick ad here.
And he's supervising. So
Do you think he's a good director?
like literally he stands in front of us and just like stares at us.
I think he has an eye for the area, so I think he'll do good.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. All right, we are rolling out of the Arctic Circle rest area.
Feels nice to have a little bit of sun.
Yeah, we stopped for a while, talked to the guys on the bikes. They were awesome and had a lot of fun. We actually shot an ad that you guys might be seeing on YouTube soon.
Commercial.
Try and grow the channel a little bit. There's the welcoming committee and he's running along. The little squirrel's running around going, hey, wait for me. People were feeding the darn squirrels and stuff at the Arctic Circle rest area.
Don't do that.
Don't do that stuff. Like, you're not doing them any good when you do that, folks.
Because then you're not here and he's gonna feed them.
Yeah, once he gets used to that and then winter comes and he hasn't done what he normally does, he's a dead squirrel. Like I said, a fed animal's a dead animal, so knock that stuff off. I know it looks cute, and I've done it in the past myself, but I mean, we've gotta get the word out not to do that stuff. But anyways, the sun is out. Hopefully the road stays just dry enough not to be miserable. And we're gonna make our way down the road to who knows where.
Okay, and I have to say, we failed to report back then when it was raining and it was muddy, how slick or not slick was the road. It actually was not slippery at all. It was pretty good back there.
Yeah, not too bad.
So, everything good.
Well, let's rock and roll.
Yep.
We are arriving back at Eagle Plains Hotel and the midpoint of the Dempster Highway. There's all the boys there, all the motorcyclists right there. Those are the guys that we just saw, so.
Here's where you can have lunch or dinner, fill up on gas. You can stay at the lodge. There's a little campground. You can stay at the campground. So this is your midpoint where you have to really fill up. Oh, they're huge.
The ravens or crows, whatever the heck they are, yeah, they are enormous. I think this is where we're gonna call the end of the day, Lori.
Yeah, we have been driving all day, and as much as it doesn't show on the windows, it is 9:20 at night.
Yeah, mine's showing 10:20, but it hasn't flipped back over to Pacific time yet. We've been on Mountain time for a couple of days. We're gonna pull out just shy of the territorial park of the Tombstone Territorial Park.
Yep.
And we're gonna do a nature walk there tomorrow. So we figured we'd just spend the night here and then fire it up again tomorrow. But kind of a beautiful area. We are not going outside right now because the mosquitoes will haul us off into the woods.
We don't want to be mosquito food here.
Yeah. So this is where we're going to end this one. So if this is your first time here, we'd love for you to hang out with us a little bit, get to know us, and that means they have to
subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button. And it would be really cool if you hit the like button as well. And we'll see you again in the next video.
Bye, guys.